good evening. Welcome back to my channel. And as we all know, Tinubu has lifted the state of emergency in River State. And in a very shocking twist, it is reported that Tinubu will be placing state of emergency on about 3 northern states. These are states that are currently being troubled by insurgents. These are states, while Tinubu was on a 10-day vacation, these are states that organized welcome party for bandits. I'm talking about Zamfara, I'm talking about Katsina, and I'm talking about a place in Kaduna. You see, when Tinubu placed the state of emergency on River State, we all said, well, if for just a minor bomb blast of a pipeline, then Tinubu must indeed extend such gesture to the north. Because as far as we are concerned, the same resource that we do not want to lose in River State is what is being lost in the northern part of the country, because we keep expending our resources. Our resources that are being generated from that same oil are being expended in the north. So it is about time. This empty threat that the northerners are saying that a state of emergency is not what they want, neither do they want a state police. Please, for how long? For how long do we want to remain in this mess as a nation? You do not want a state police. You are saying that Tinubu should not provoke the bandits, Sheikh Gumi. You are saying, which is Galadima, saying that a state police is anti-North. Abba now. For how long are we going to be in this circle? Because we keep stretching a hand of development, advancement, progressive thinking. While we are stretching our hands, these guys are putting their hands behind their back, shaking their heads that no, they are not doing. No, they are not involved. No, they are not interested. I will want immediately Tinubu will announce a state of emergency on these northern states, because the insecurity in those states is affecting us, not directly, but in terms of our money. Because I will not watch that by next year, when I begin to get tax, and my tax is being expended into the pockets of the bandits. Why? I will not be silent when my own hard-earned money, which are supposed to be spent on educating our children, building just maybe low-cost housing projects for our people in the rural areas of the south, they will rather take it to the north and build, maybe they say they bribe, they negotiate. No. It is getting to that point that we need to begin to see the real intention of Tinubu on this matter. It shouldn't be a situation whereby you declare state of emergency in River State because of your boy, Wike. Or we'll start having that notion that the only reason why you declare state of emergency in River State is simply because you understand that you want to usurp all the resources. Declare that state of emergency in the north, then we will have that full sense of ownership that yes, what is good for the gander. Yes, what is good for the goose is good for the gander. There should be no partiality, there should be no inequality. I mean, we have so many news. They say that they have arrested Gentle the Yahoo, which of course we have not seen any viable, report, because it's just on social media everywhere. This one will say they've arrested him, another will say that they've not arrested him. So we don't even know exact one we want to believe. But my own take is, if Gentle Yahoo has been arrested, Tinubu must put on the table the peace deal. Because for all those Fulani bandits that have enjoyed the peace deal in the past, okay, most of them committed very heinous animosity and what offenses. Yet they enjoy what we call peace deal. That is where I stand. That is where I stand. All right, we can see that in this country, Nigeria, this contraption for you as a president. All right, no matter how you want to pretend, the insecurity, whether in the south, whether in the east, whether in the west, will never end if we do not have the true restructuring. What we need is a full-blown restructuring. Sending Fubara on a state of emergency, saying that this one, I will declare state of. No, you don't have to. All you need to do is give everybody the right to what? To have their own state police. So that the issue of insecurity will not what? Guarantee this issue of state police. Tinubu must understand that I can no longer continue to be declaring state of emergency because it is what? Anti-democratic. Let me send for state police. I know it is when Tinubu push the state police in the north and they have a sense of it maybe for like 3-4 months. When they have that full sense of it and they enjoy it, they feel the heat. I am sure those governors will, back state police, because at this time I believe that Fubara will not be against state police. I believe all the northern states that have heard that their states might be placed under a military administrative for a period of 3 to 6 months because of insecurity, I believe they will not for any reason come out and negate or go against, reject state police creation, because make Tinubu just declare state police, they go. Any state where insecurity happen, declare state police, boom. Declare it. If you do not want state emergency, if you are not supporting state police, declare state of emergency. Let them feel the heat. When they do not have all the laguers, all the laguers of a governor, their head go correct. And I think that's the way forward for me. I think that is the way forward for this, because we will not continue to have a nation whereby it is state police, state emergency. We need state police. We need a total overhaul of restructuring of this country. And lastly, Gentle Diyawu, if truly he has been arrested, a peace deal must be negotiated for him, because yes, he committed atrocities, which I am not in support of. But again, the likes of Adu Elero, the likes of Bello Turiji, they also all committed similar atrocities in the north. But what we have is a northerners who speak for them. What we have is Shegumi will speak for them. What we have is all these clerics who speak for them. And in fact, we will not even see the the Sultan speak against any forms of banditry. Why? Because he knows that one of the reasons why he's being respected is because he would never speak against religious radicalism, most especially when it has to do with Islam, unfortunately. Thank you.
Yes, I heard that. It's the good that tends to go over there. So, it's the good. And the ice needs to go over there. Permanently. Are you being ruined? I got your signal. And I got your concern. Particularly concerning legacy. I've been on it for quite some time. I've moved on it before now. I foresee this crisis festering for too long before I enter. We reach an agreement. Reach an agreement. Both that party signed. Some leaders thought of River State was wrong to outside. Where do we find ourselves today? So this is the nation of rule of law. I should not be here as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria if there is no rule of law. I have total confidence in our judiciary. Expectations not made at the errors. But God says to you, or the spoken, they are said. Please go back home and help me implement those recommendations within the shortest possible time. I put the ball back in your court. And was privately, openly, intervened, counseled the government. Only yesterday I told him again. Pursue the path of peace. As to conquer and not for person.
If this issue had to do with breach of security in whatever form, the question that should naturally be asked, who controls the police, the military, and the DSS, the governor or the president? Now, ladies and gentlemen, our demand and call to action. Number one, immediate reversal. We call on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to immediately revoke this unconstitutional proclamation and reinstate the elected governor, deputy governor, and state assembly of Rivers State. Two, National Assembly reduction. We call on patriotic senators and representatives to go to vote against this illegal action when it comes before them for approval. The National Assembly must stand on the right side of history and not allow itself to be used to legitimize an unconstitutional power grab. Three, judicial intervention. We urge the judiciary to act swiftly in striking down this proclamation, as it sets a dangerous precedent that could be used to arbitrarily remove any governor in the future. I am very happy to read the ruling of a judge in Rivers State which directed a status quo. Number four, Nigerians must defend democracy. It's not only the responsibility of the opposition to defend democracy. It's the responsibility of all Nigerians, all of you, to defend democracy. Otherwise, there won't be a Nigeria. We call on all civil society organizations, political groups, and Nigerians of good conscience to stand firm in the defense of this democracy that we all have toiled to build. Rivers State is not a conquered territory, and Nigeria is not a dictatorship requiring the replacement of an elected governor with a military administrator. We recall that even when a previous administration had declared a state of administration in parts of the country bedeviled by insurgency and acts of terrorism, the governors of the concerned states were not removed from office, as this administration has done. This action by Tinubu, therefore, represents a new law for our country. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the historical unrest in the Niger Delta should not be forgotten so soon. Past administration had made great efforts and sacrifices to restore peace and stability to the Niger Delta, which is critical to the economic health and stability of Nigeria itself. This federal government should not manufacture political crises that could disrupt the fragile stability and return the country to the past that we have all prayed to leave behind for good. We must never allow personal political interests and the desire to hold on to power at all costs to throw the country into unavoidable chaos through brazen subversion of the principles of federalism, democracy, and constitutional governance. This is not just about Rivers State. It is about the future of Nigeria's democracy. Thank you. We have a panel of representatives, and we welcome any question. Thank you very much indeed.